Welcome back, everybody. This is Trippy Cakes, and what I'm going to be doing today is my own personal rework of Wolverine. And I got the inspiration because this X-Force update that's coming up, a possible Tier 3 Wolverine, possible uniform. Both of those are still kind of up in the air, but I do expect them to actually happen. So, with that being said, you kind of have to look at where he is right now in terms of combat characters. He's one of the best combat characters, but compared to Tier 3 characters, he's not really much. And you might say, hey, well, they're tier 3. What do you expect? Well, there are some tier 2 characters that still push out numbers just like tier 3 characters can. Anyway, if I was to change Wolverine, I would definitely change the majority of his skills. They usually only change the third skill or something like that. But I would change the entire kit. Just wipe it out with this new uniform. I would put some fracture on his 5th skill, and that'll help out with his damage. He really just needs Pierce and stuff to be a little bit more effective now. His healing factor is still a good thing on him, but I think that survivability is what's making him above a, not average, but a slightly above average character. Right now, he's still a good character to have, but he's suffering right now. He really is. So, basically, the other thing that I would do is fix, for a tier 3 skill, I'd really thought about this. I was like, well, they're probably going to have something where he does a bunch of slashing or something like that, What I would do with his tier 3 skill is I would make it a little bit different. I would turn it into a self-buffing. It would put him in, his rage mode. And with that, he'd get the increased damage. He would also get the piercing. And I would maybe throw some bleed on there as well. And a little bit of fracture. So basically, I would turn his tier 3 skill into his own personal CTP of rage. Now, with that alone, I think that would be enough to throw him into being one of the top combat metas. Because as it stands right now, Alliance Battle Extremes 3.5 mil cap. I haven't actually done it yet, but I do not see myself hitting 3.5 with any of the tier 3 that I have. And mine are pretty well built. Captain America, he's been a little bit, I want to say he's been micro nerfed because it really does seem like it. Reed, he does outstanding damage, but I just don't think that with his skills that he's not quite at that level where he can efficiently crank out over 3.5 or at least minimum of 3.5. I feel like Wolverine is going to be that power creep. As far as his uniform goes, I would definitely hope that it would, it's going to be more expensive. And I hope they don't do that thing where they just slightly up the percentages and change one skill. That would, I don't think I would have it in myself to buy it, considering the Marvel Now one and the Age of Apocalypse were very minimal changes, maybe one or two things. This uniform, if he does get one, has to be something that stands out in comparison to the other two uniforms, especially because most people have both of them mythic already. If they come out with this uniform and he's it's just not that great, then there's no point in getting it. Whew. I mean, anyway, I think he will be combat meta if he gets his tier 3. Why don't you guys let me know what you think in the comment section? And if you are new, please do subscribe and all that good stuff. This is Trippy Cakes, and I'm out.